Hi, happy Black History Month.
Happy Lunar New Year, the year of the tiger.
Woo woo. That sounds pretty jazzy. You know
It's
what I'm
pretty
saying?
cool. It's pretty cool. You know, I'm supposed to get like a red envelope, and I owe you a red envelope, but you know, you're way over there.
So whoever you come across gets one?
I think it's older to younger. But I don't know.
How much money is usually in the envelope?
Oh, you would get like a token from me, like a bus token.
Wait, so it's just anything. It's not like a set amount. It's just whatever somebody feels to give. It's like a tithe? No.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But what does it mean? Like, does it mean like you?
It's like good fortune, because the bag, sometimes the red bag will say good fortune, good luck, happy life, happy long life, whatever.
Aww.
It just depends on the little.
It's kind of like just the gesture. You know what I mean? Like a kind gesture of prosperity or goodness.
Yeah, all positive. Because it's a new year, so you want to go into the new year with a happy life, happy attitude. You know what I mean? Happy spirit, positive. Good luck. Like wish you wells.
So just like our new year is January, the new year is February. The new year starts in February for Asian culture or Chinese culture.
Chinese.
Taiwan or just Chinese?
Well, I mean, by default, because of the Republic of China. But yeah.
So all of okay. That's very cool.
I don't know how it is now because it's not Republic of China anymore. But they're probably so used to it. They probably still do it.
Just do it.
They probably still do it. Yeah.
I already know the fireworks are going crazy. Well, I guess that was that was yesterday. So
yeah.
We're February 2nd.
We're February 2nd.
But that's really cool. And then you said it's the year of the tiger.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Should I look it up?
To be accurate, yeah.
Let me see. What does the year of the tiger symbolize?
It's just everybody who was born in the year.
Oh, the tiger embodies courage and bravery. So the new year could symbolize resilience and strength, even in times of struggle. Scholar Jonathan H.X. Lee said the holiday, which is observed by primarily East Asian countries and Vietnam, in addition to their diasporas, ushers in the year of the tiger. That's very cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Every year is a different animal.
Okay. What is your
because of the calendar.
Interesting. So that's very, very interesting. The courage and bravery and resilience. Well, we definitely need a lot of that with Black History Month. Because I don't know, Black History Month also just started in February, and I feel like it's kind of starting off rocky.
Speaking of rocky, we starting off great thing because Rihanna's pregnant, so we're starting off pretty good. Hey! ASAP Rocky, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, that is a up. That is a up for Black History Month. That's a beautiful union. Very stylish.
And keep them Chris Brown and Drake memes coming because I love them. I love them. I love all of them.
I know. I was getting weak off of quite a few.
With the Will Smith and Michael Jordan tears. I love them.
Oh, you saw that one too? Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
The internet wins again.
Yeah, but honestly, I really don't think Drake cares. I mean, him and Rihanna, they had a thing, right?
I mean, how many people had a thing with Rihanna?
Not as many as Drake has had with other people, but
yeah, but anonymous people, like nobodies, like fling flings. I'm talking about like
porn stars. You mean
like relationships though? Like those things don't count.
But wait, was Rihanna and Drake ever in a relationship?
Maybe.
Sorry, guys, we're not really up on the gossip like that.
I mean, you see the, I don't know. I'm
I know
pretty
he
sure.
liked her. I
I'm
know
pretty
he
sure.
liked her.
I think he hit that.
Like, is the one that got away.
That's Chris Brown. Like,
But that work video. Wait, was it work? Not work. What was the video with Rihanna and Drake? That was a hot video. You know what I'm talking about?
That one, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Was it work?
Mm-hmm.
Drake. Let's see. They had. Oh, it was that was work. That was work. Yeah, that oh, they had a few songs. Yeah, look, they have Work Together, they have Take Care, they have What's My Name, they have Too Good.
Look,
oh yeah,
they're both single. Why not? It's not like
Yeah.
they had to be in a relationship. They're both young at the time. I mean, it's old.
Yeah.
So
they definitely probably had a thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, for sure.
But it wasn't. It was just like pop, pop, pop. Get in, get out.
Yeah. I mean, if it was serious, we would have known about it. Like, she's only popping out with the real ones. She popped out with the billionaire and she popped out with ASAP and Chris. That was it. Seriously.
So, yeah.
Right? Now that I think about it. But no, I love their whole like baby expose. I don't know what you call it. The people have names for all that stuff these days, but I love how they revealed her pregnancy, walking down the street together, draped in jewels. Did you see it? Did you see her belly?
Yeah, with the belly out, like it's obvious. So yeah.
Yeah, it was so cute. I like them. I like them as a couple. Do you like them as a couple?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care.
He's like, not at all. Not really.
I mean, they're in a different tax bracket than me, so I don't care.
Right. But no, I like it. They're cute.
I mean, it's cool as a black family. Keep the black family going. Black and Caribbean.
I just like how they're both really fly. Like they match each other's fly.
Yeah, I'll be like hating those couples. Like the guy would be in like, Birkenstock sandals and cargo shorts, and then like the woman be all decked out. And not name brand, but like she got flavor and the guy doesn't. Like, what is
right?
I'm with you. I like those couples that like kind of like complement each other, like style wise. And then, if you guys are into fashion, then what else are you guys into? Probably into something else. You know what I mean? Like you want a partner who, when you guys go to the what's that thing they have at that museum at the Met Gala?
Oh, the gala, yeah.
When you guys can like.
They're gonna fly together for sure.
Together, you know what I'm saying? Because you care. Or in Halloween, you guys will dress up. You want somebody like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
if you're into fashion,
right. And he's pretty dope musically as well as she is. So I would like a collab. Can we get a collab album?
Maybe? I don't know, because when Swiss and Alicia had a song together, it just sounded mad corny.
Oh.
So I don't know. And then ASAP's not the best lyricist, so.
But no, he makes good songs though. He makes good songs. Like I like some of his songs. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, I think they would. I don't know. I would like to hear it. I think it would be kind of cool. And I think that might be the only way we would get an album from Rihanna at this point. She's not making an album.
She was making music.
Yeah, there was some talk of it, but
I mean, it's postponed for.
Okay, we gotta wait at least another 2 years, at least.
No, I think she'll come out with something. She's probably making music now, even with the baby in the belly. But
or if she's already finished it, and the way but she's been opening up Fenty stores and just doing some real like super black woman stuff right now. Like, so she's doing her thing. She's doing her thing.
But it's not like you can't have a studio anywhere. You can have a studio anywhere. But she probably got like 10 studios. And
let's hope. Let's hope and pray. Let's hope and pray that we have an album. I care.
You care. Like for me, I don't care if they both never came out with music ever again. Like I don't give a shit.
But you know what, Rihanna though, she has given us enough bangers
Yeah.
that I would be fine with that.
Yeah.
So, and I did do a tribute playlist to Rihanna, everyone. So go check that out on Apple Music and Spotify.
There you go. There you go.
Might as well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, yeah. So no,
that's our
was,
first Black History for February.
Right. That was pretty
moment.
Pretty spectacular. But it's been a lot of other stuff that's just like they won't let us enjoy this month. Did you hear about the HBCUs that were getting bombed or got bomb threats?
Yeah, but it was a bomb threat though. Like,
but it still disrupted their school. It
still sucks. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they aren't able to attend their classes like until they find the bomb. Like they are searching each building for the bomb. Like I think it was Morgan State.
I mean, why aren't they tele educating anyway? Like, why are they going to class? Why are we going to class, y'all?
What, during the COVID?
Yeah. Like, who cares about the bombs? You shouldn't even be at school. You should be at home. Yeah. On Zoom or Microsoft meetings, like team meetings. Like, what are we doing?
No, I agree. I totally agree with that. But everybody, I mean, elementary people are going to school right now. So
I mean, now you got it. Now you have to do it because you got a bomb scare.
Yeah. Well, it was actual threats. Like FBI is involved and everything. Like,
and then, until then, you stay home and.
But why? Like, my point is, why would they? But why would they do this on the first day of Black History
Month? Because they're trying to make a point. You know, these guys are.
But what's the point? But what's the fucking point, dude?
Racism.
We're gonna blow you up. We're gonna blow you guys up.
We don't support HBCUs. Like, fuck you niggers. You know, all that shit. We're gonna bomb your ass. You know. This might be the year of civil unrest, man. Like, a deeper, decline. You know, you thought the White House was a thing. Like, they're going. Yeah. Maybe they're pocketing, Black people.
But it's like it's terrorism, though. Like, I don't know. It's just another form of terrorism that they're continuing to do to our community. Because I'm like, if there's really no bombs and it was just like a threat, like, you guys are such cowards. They're just such disruptors and, like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Because, like, for me, like, we had a bomb scare at our high school and there was no bomb. You know what I mean? It's just some kid called in, you know what I mean? Trying to troll some shit, start some shit. So that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, but I hope they find the people because, I mean, that's 13 colleges around the nation that they have halted and put fear into people. So now, like we were talking about, that's more fear instilled into Black people.
There shouldn't be any halt because they should be Zooming like we are right now. Zoom.
Oh, okay, right. But boom, they're not. Boom. Right, but they're not.
But they should. So maybe this is a COVID thing. Maybe, a vaccinator thing. Like, why are you guys in school? You guys should be, vaccinated, boosted, and then, stay in the crib and do homeschooling through your Zoom and your laptop. Like, why are we in class right now? Yeah, you're still a pandemic popping.
Yeah,
mask or no mask.
I mean, if it was my world, and we all know, if I was the dictator of my world, hey, there would be no freedom. There would be no liberty. Everybody would be on Zoom. People would be live. I would definitely take on the what was it? Was it South Korea that locked everything down?
Was it South or North? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think South. They no games played.
It's like,
what? We have a case? Oh, everybody's going indoors.
It's like your people will be mad, but they all will be alive.
They would be alive. Yes. Wouldn't you feel better?
They wouldn't see like the alive part though. They would see the part that you took their freedom away.
Right. Well, that would be Americans.
You know, you kind of have to
Americans will be pissed at me for keeping them alive.
yeah, exactly.
Fuck you for keeping us alive.
Fuck you for making us better and surviving, you know, more years than we could have, and some of us could die.
And they would actually say it out loud, and that's the funny part.
And then not hear what they're saying, and
right.
It doesn't even make sense.
Like, do you guys hear what you're saying? You're mad because I kept you alive. I mean, yeah, no, that's funny. That's funny. I don't know, but I hear you. They shouldn't be at school, but there should also not be bombs. So that just kind of.
It probably isn't a bomb though. It's probably like some vaxxer troll being a dick. You trying to tell me?
I think it's racist.
15 bombs in 15 colleges.
No, well, one school they said they put 7 bombs in different buildings.
That's what I'm saying.
Campus.
Like for real, like really. And then nobody saw any suspicious white people on campus.
Maybe it was a white folk. Who knows? We don't know. We don't know why people do these things.
I think it's a hoax, and I think a black person did it.
Shut up. Look at you start conspiracies, you guys. But hey, you never know. You never know.
I think a black dude didn't get in, got angry, or a black woman got angry.
Hey, the way some black folks be hating on each other, you never know.
Because we can code switch that language on the phone. Hey man, bombed February 1st. All the schools, look for them. They're there somewhere.
And that's like a lot of work. But I don't know if they even did that. Like, I think the FBI warned, like they found it on, these back channels and maybe parlor chats and whatever else is out there in the dark world of the internet. The keyboard gangsters.
So somebody was talking on the dark web, and
the FBI found out.
Doing undercover, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's different then. Right?
That's what happened.
Unless somebody's talking shit. Oh, I put bombs. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. I put bombs.
But see, right now, like
college,
the number one threat to the nation is white supremacists, and they're winning right now. They're out here being the number one terrorists in our nation, and they're crazy, and they're doing all kinds of stuff. And
they've been winning for the past few decades, not just winning.
But like Chris Wray, like of the FBI, they actually, or the Department of Defense, somebody definitely declared it, like I think a year or two ago. Like it's always been a thing, but like it's just been more active, and I just hate that they just started our Black History Month off with that.
I mean, it doesn't help that we don't have unity either. So, I mean,
yeah.
And then we're crossing over too. So,
wait, what? Explain. What are you saying?
To other races.
Oh, we don't have unity.
We don't have unity, and we're doing the canon. So, I mean, we're all doing the canon stuff. So,
what do you mean the canon stuff?
Like we don't have unity. We're not keeping it black. You know what I mean? Like we're separating, and the money's going to other places. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot more black people aren't fighting a cause because they have, mixed kids, and they're not as into it. And then the kids aren't into it because they have white friends, and they're like, they don't see it. I don't see it. Or they're middle class and they have mixed classes, so they'll never experience racism. So so it doesn't affect them. Yeah. So their mind state is different. I mean, I can attest to this because I wasn't up on game until I got in high school, when I actually had black friends. But before that, I just had mixed friends. I had a mixed bag of friends. Mm-hmm. I didn't know anything. I didn't hear the N-word. The first person who called me an N-word was a black person. What's up, nigga? Let's go over here.
Right.
I'm a nigga? I thought that was bad. No, man, put the A on it, not the ER. Oh, stupid me.
Right. I mean, yeah, but just because that wasn't necessarily our experience doesn't mean that it wasn't out here for.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
black folks, you know what I mean? Like,
yes,
we are black, but
right, because we all know you're Jewish. Right. Yeah.
I just found that out, but yes,
Jewish guy.
I'm still absorbing. I'm still processing that still to this
Now,
day.
now you know you part of the mixed bag too. Welcome to the club.
I know, like it's really a whole identity. I wouldn't say identity crisis because I don't know any Jewish people. I don't know the culture. I just don't know it. Like I can't identify with it. But another thing that happened during Black History Month, I don't know if you heard, was Whoopi Goldberg on The View said that the Holocaust wasn't about race. It wasn't about racism. She said
It
it
was
was
about
about,
humanity. It was like a
yeah, it was about in inhumane acts
yeah.
against other humans, because the way she looks at it was that they were both, you know, they're white, skin color, white. So she didn't feel that it was racist.
But do you feel like is Judaism not a religion?
No, it is.
So why
Judaism
so why
is the
is
Jewish religion.
like
But see, okay, before we go there, a lot of people, like on my favorite community forum, the Shade Room, a lot of people were commenting on that, and they were saying that, they're like, she's not wrong. She ain't wrong. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying it was because they're white. Like people see Jewish people, Black people especially. I could only speak from that place. Like I feel like Black people, if you're not Black, some Black people believe this. If you're not Black, then you're white.
yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
dumb.
saying? Right. Exactly. It is. It's not correct.
I guess what they're saying then is like, like okay, there's Latin people, but in the Latin community, there's Mexican, El Salvadorian, yada yada yada, right? If you call a Salvadorian a Mexican, they'll get upset. Because
Exactly.
a Cuban, Panamanian, all that, they represent their culture like to the fullest, right? So I guess I could see that, like, but
they're brown
but
skin
right.
according to race. Like people
But check
see
this out.
them
But so if you're in Europe, you have Polish people, Dutch people,
Irish,
Russian, Slav, whatever, that's it. You say
England,
Irish?
yeah, all of it.
The
Right.
English, yeah. So, but they're all white, right? None of them go brown or green or yellowish. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we're
Right?
talking about color. It's just based on color.
Right. So when Black people when they see Germans and Polish people and Dutch people and Irish, they see just white.
Right. But I
Somebody would say the
see
same thing with Asian people. If I see Japanese, if I see Chinese, Vietnamese, I see the goddamn eyes. You guys are Asian.
right,
But
but
Japanese is going to represent and be like, yo, I'm not Chinese, I'm Japanese. I'm not Korean, I'm Vietnamese. You know what I mean? Like it's the same thing. So I can see it like that. So
right. But if you are, look deeper into it, those are all different ethnicities. And so with the Holocaust situation, Hitler, he killed all those Jews because he felt they were a subhuman inferior race to the Germans, or the Aryans, you know what I'm saying? Like Aryans, yes, they're all white, but Aryans, Germans, he felt they were better than Jewish white.
But it was also a religious thing, right? Because he was a Catholic, right? Because it was. So
I never ever heard
it
it.
was Protestant Catholic.
I never heard that it was a religious thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a part of it, but I'm sure it was a part of it. But it was more so, it was a race thing. And so, okay, so basically when this all happened, Whoopi got with the
Jewish guy.
Yeah, this Jewish
some high status.
Yeah, like the top of the Jewish folks. And he basically corrected her and told her what it is. And it was a race thing. It was because they were Jewish, and Jewish, the thing people need to understand, a lot of people think Jewish is a religion, but it's also a race. It's also an ethnicity. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I'm
Because
I'm not gonna.
Judaism,
Yes, I'm not gonna argue that point. I'm just gonna have to do more research because I don't agree with that.
what?
I don't agree with that statement right now because I don't. Just because some Jewish guy who's high on a totem pole said that, I don't. I need to do my own research because this is the same thing that got Nick Cannon in trouble. That's why he's having all these babies because he can't. His mental health is disturbed still from that. He wants to get everybody pregnant in LA who got big titties and got and is cute. So whatever, because what he said on his podcast, I've done not extensive research, but like, with the Moors and Black history and Black people being in Judaism culture, and some of it getting stolen and used just like we always do. We always get stolen from. That's what he got in trouble for, because there's some Jews out here who aren't really Jews. You know what I'm saying? So I listen, I hear you, and I'll even agree. I just want to do more research. I'll just say that.
Yeah, no, I think this is what that story did for me, was to look for more, to look into it a little bit deeper, because personally I was like, I knew Jewish was European. I knew it was white. You know what I'm saying? But it was also Jewish. Like, for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me to identify myself, I felt like Jewish was different than just white, which it is though. But see, white is just the color. That's the thing. Like, there's race, there's ethnicity, and then there's, culture or whatever. But race is just based off of color, period.
It's kind of
So
like
so what Whoopi was saying wasn't technically incorrect.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like if you're gonna stereotype Jewish people, what they all got the nose, they all look like Mel Blanc. You know what I mean? Like no, like there's some Germans with noses. Like, does that make them Jewish? Like, this is something I need to like research. I'm not contesting anything. I'm just kind of skeptical on the whole. I think like Judaism and Jewish people are like there's like a mystery there. There's something there, something missing that's not being told the whole truth.
Well, there's just a lot. There's just a lot to it. There's a lot. Yeah. There's like Orthodox Jew from like Eastern Europe, the Ashkenazi Jew. Then there's, what I guess I don't know what Nick Cannon was saying, but there's different philosophies of how like it all comes down to the Bible, the Torah, and even I think the Muslim,
the Kabbalah.
Religion. Yeah, it touches on like the tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, the tribe of Judah, and the son, Abraham. Everybody came from Abraham, like all that stuff.
I mean, Jesus was a Jew, right? Yahshua and Ben Yosef.
He was Hebrew, and see, and that too is like, okay, Hebrew,
like who's telling like
Jewish, like it's all kind of the same. But people came out of different regions depending on what tribe you came from. So I think that's what Nick Cannon's probably talking about.
Here's the thing. You have human beings who are human and sensitive and weak and emotional. Some people are just not going to agree with you or agree with your philosophy. So it's like, hey, I discovered Christianity. Okay, cool. Okay, decades later, you know what? I don't like this. I'm going to make my own. What are you going to call it? Baptism. Okay, cool. And let's go over here. We're going to go over here and do our own church. And then it's like, okay, cool. You know what? I've been here for a few decades now. And they're like, you know what? I don't really like your stuff. What do you mean? I don't like it. I'm going to make my own. What are you going to call it? Catholicism. Cool. I'm going to go walk over here. So it's like, we made like 3 different religions that basically do the same
but that's
thing.
but it's not really different religions. It's different practices of basically the same monotheistic religion. So it's and the Bible also tells us not to like nitpick and fight over those things, but it all comes from the same place, the same story, but people have their different interpretations. whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the reason I was kind of like interested in this story as well, because everybody was saying Jewish is a religion, you know, Jew isn't a race or whatever. But I'm like, the whole time I'm reading these comments and I'm like, well, 23andMe and Ancestry told me I was an Ashkenazi Jew, but I'm Christian. You know what I'm saying? So, but see, my situation is even kind of different. But I don't believe all Jewish people practice Judaism. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, yeah, because there's like Sarah Silverman who doesn't. She says she's a Jew, but she doesn't practice Judaism.
Right. So that means her ethnicity, her race is Jewish. But see, I was coming from the most like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people that comment on the Shade Room are just goofy.
Ignorant.
Yeah.
I think
you know what I'm saying?
I think people who are Jewish who don't practice Judaism are just European. If you don't practice Judaism, you're not a Jew, right? You're just Jew by association because maybe your parents.
It's like anybody could be in, anybody could be into Judaism. And then when I went into this a little deeper, this was last night. Whoopi Goldberg, her real name isn't Whoopi Goldberg. It's like Karen something Johnson.
Yeah, she got with a white dude, right?
No, she said that she liked the name Goldberg because it sounded Jewish, because it was probably good for her to be in Hollywood with a Jewish last name.
Instead of Johnson?
And but that wasn't, but that's not what she said. She was just saying that she chose that name because she actually was into the Judaism, but she doesn't practice it or anything like that, but she like respected it. So I was just like, damn, they're like she didn't come from a place of being intentionally mean, you know?
Yeah, no. It's like
so that's why it's kind of sad though that she got, had to get banned from TV from her job for 2 weeks.
Oh, she did?
About it. Yeah. So they reprimanded her. Yeah, so what? They still reprimanded her.
Well, her bosses are Jews, so they probably said, we have the power to do whatever. You have to kiss our ass.
Well, she has to. I mean, if somebody said that downplayed slavery, and you know what I'm saying?
Kanye West did that, and nobody canceled Kanye.
Well, they tried. A lot of people have canceled Kanye. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the same thing. So she kind of.
Oh, that's true. They did for a minute. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And it was just like a Holocaust holiday, or a memorial for that last week. So for her to like say that, like, it was just bad. I think bad timing, and especially when there's a lot of anti-Semitism like going on right now, where people are, the hostage situation that recently happened with the rabbi. Was that in LA, Southern California, where there was hostages? Yeah, but so, Jewish synagogues are being targeted just as much as Black people are right now.
God, just let people live, y'all. God,
I know. And it's all because of color of our skin. Like, people are
Jews are white. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about just Black people, you know what I'm saying? And then but I'm just saying in general, like, whenever you see somebody, you're already making judgments about them based on what they look like. That's what people do. But it's wrong.
I think it's fine as long as you don't act on it, because I do it all the time, but I don't act on it.
Right. But I mean, you shouldn't make judgments on it. You shouldn't stereotype, but people do. You shouldn't think you're more superior.
Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, no. I'm saying, like, we do that automatically because we are already programmed to do that. But when you act on it is another way. If you when you act on it in a negative way, or you think that person's going to act that way, that's when it becomes a problem. But I think we automatically stereotype. You all have a little bit of racism in us, but it's a matter of you acting on it. Prejudice, or discrimination. But if you act on it and don't give people benefit of doubt, that's when you're wrong.
Yeah.
And you start holding people for hostage in the synagogue. I mean,
right?
Come on, man.
Just because they're Jewish, right? Like, it's crazy. It's super.
Or
crazy.
Doing bomb threats at a black. college. Can we live?
But the common denominator in all of this is white supremacy. And I think
Dun,
the
dun,
reason
dun.
I think the reason it's being heightened is because, there's been reports that the white race is going to be the minority in 2050 or 2030.
Like in 5 years.
Yeah. So, so I don't know. It's all about
Coming after your
power.
dollar, Chuck.
Yeah, it's all about power. Like for some
They
reason,
don't have no power though. Some of them, most of them, they're just like white trash, dirty hicks.
no, I mean, well, I see what you're saying, like the militia groups and like
Rednecks.
and stuff like that. But there's white supremacy at the highest
Oh,
levels.
it's everywhere. Yeah, it's everywhere. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these are just the soldiers out here doing the work.
Yeah.
But they have the same ideals as them. So I don't know. I just wish we could get away from race. Like
the thing is like we need to talk to each other, and we don't talk to each other. We stereotype over, like, on TV, on social media. We see what we see, and we're like, man, I don't like how black people automatically have six packs when they're 12, and I'm over here with the gut with my pale skin, and I have to cover it up with tattoos, and I hate it, and I hate how they're stereotyped and have schlongs, and we have non-schlongs, and that's not cool. So I'm gonna put all that anger into saying I'm a racist, and say there's a bomb at every HBCU. Is it HBCU?
Mhm.
On Black on February 1st.
Right. Yeah, and I
They're
don't
like
know.
some petty, stupid shit.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like a lot of people might even say the Civil War wasn't a racist thing because it was based on agriculture and the economy. And like if somebody said that, that would hurt. And I feel like that's what happened with the Jewish people when Whoopi said that about the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like we just gotta respect. We just gotta respect. Like everybody's going through something. Like if they're a person of color in America, you have been discriminated against. And let me say it right now, I love white people. I like white people. I have listen to me, like I have white friends. But it's just there's certain and my white friends know that they have family members that are racist.
Man,
It's not
all my white friends did me dirty. So saying death to Whitey. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, he's trying to get our podcast taken off.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm the same way. Yeah, same way. Like I have all kinds of friends, and
yeah, like diversity.
except for the occasional, you can't say the N-word.
Yeah, well, yeah. You guys go check out our other show about that. We got.
I know you like that rap song, but
yeah,
I know you like hip hop, but you gotta do the Rosenberg.
Yeah. But I just think I don't know. We need to get away from color.
Yeah, but we need, but it'll never happen because ignorance it's more easier to be ignorant than it is to have intellectual conversation with the opposite. That's why I like that jazz dude who was turning grandmaster KKK people and retiring their
through dialogue.
Yeah, they're just talking. They're talking about music. It was the common denominator was music, and they just went from there. Because some of these KKK dudes like jazz.
Right, like we have more in common than we don't.
Right, like y'all, everybody love, not everybody, but y'all would the common denominator would be Christianity, UFC, sports, anime,
food.
Food. Oh man, food, barbecue. We all like barbecue.
Everybody loves barbecue.
Y'all need a little more seasoning, but we get you there. We help you with that.
But that's why they like our barbecue too. But I mean, we could all learn from each other.
Absolutely.
And I just think like, instead of looking at color, like how about we look at the character of people and like how they treat and act, towards each other. Like everything should be on a case by case basis. Like you shouldn't just hate, one Black person because maybe that you heard a Black person rob your store, or you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't think all Black people rob. Or if you see one white person in that and you hear that they shot up all the kids at the HBCU, you shouldn't hate all white people because of that. It's like, I mean, everybody in every race has ill intentions and are have bad apples. But I mean, I just really wish, like, if we could get to that place as a society where we don't judge on color, but on the content of people's character, like my brother,
All right, Martin Luther.
Martin Luther King, he
All
left
right.
us the blueprint. He left us the blueprint.
Marsha Luther King over here.
Not Marsha. But
Marsha Lucy King.
But I don't know. But I don't know. But I do believe that we should keep our identity. That's why God made all of these different beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? For us to enjoy, not to kill because we're a different color or because our hair is a little bit different or whatever white people don't like about us. But so I don't know. Black History Month just started off kind of rocky. And were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, did you hear about Brian Flores, the NFL coach that didn't get he tried to get another head coach job with the NFL. He was with the Miami Dolphins, and they basically did not rehire him. And he had 2 winning seasons with the Miami Dolphins. And basically, I guess one of a very well-known head coach, Bill Belichick or whatever, told him, confirmed to him that it's racist. Like their hiring practices with the NFL is racist because there's only one other Black head coach currently. There's no more Black head coaches. And even there's think about the people that play in the sport is predominantly Black and brown. The coordinators, there's not many, the general managers, you know what I'm saying? It's not many people of color. And it should reflect the people that are involved. And like they just need to make it more diverse. And this is why people are always saying, Black Lives Matter too, or we need affirmative action, because they're shutting Black people out of all of these like top positions, and we're just as qualified.
But here's the thing though, it just looks more American, right? When it's like a white person telling colored people what to do, right? It just brings us back to slavery, right? So, I mean, that's what it is, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Yeah, that's what they are doing. Like keeping America great again, keeping America conservative, keeping America white, keeping America in power, or white people in power.
I mean, what does it look like if when they let a Black person in, like more Black people in? You can't have that, man. We just have 1 or 2 in control, and then that's it. We can't have y'all taking over. Are you crazy? Right. This is the end. Yeah. This is sports, man.
Yeah, and it's
run by white people.
Right, but all the people that play are Black, damn near.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the problem, though. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't.
We get paid billions. You get paid millions because you've never been paid that way before. You have an advantage. You're playing something that you could play with, in a playground. You're getting paid for that. You know what I mean? You just, what white lady say to LeBron, just shut up and dribble. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And how does she have the nerve to say that to him? You know what I mean? Like, who are you, woman? You're just a lady on TV who's a nobody. But
getting paid.
Yeah, but he's getting paid.
Right, and she's getting paid too. So
yeah. She's
she didn't like his politics. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah, but she needs to be quiet. Like,
I don't think sometimes white people don't know what they're saying. They
know what they're saying, but they don't care.
Here's my thing.
They do dog whistles.
Check it out. They do what?
It's called dog whistles.
Dog whistles?
Where they say It's coded language, basically.
I believe that, but I also believe there's some who just don't think they're racist. And when they say certain things, they don't think it's racist. I think they're
Right.
totally oblivious.
Yeah.
They
No,
they know they
there are
don't
white
live in
folks
that
like that.
world.
Yeah.
They probably don't have no black friends, nobody to
None.
filter them out, nobody to say no, that's not cool. So
Yeah.
everything they do, they never said the N-word. They never, you know what I mean? They think black people should have equal opportunity, all that stuff. But they'll say some stupid shit like shut up
Yeah.
and dribble,
Or
and
have
don't think
microaggressions. Yeah.
there's no racism behind that or what it looks like, because they're not racist. You know what I'm saying? So they can say stuff like that and not feel any guilt over it. Not
Right.
any racist guilt, because they never done anything like that.
Yeah. And they're like, you know, like a Karen, very outspoken. Like Karens are out here wilding. Like some of my white homegirls, they get away with saying some crazy stuff just out and about in the world. And it's just like, dang, you're just a little white girl. Like you out here going hard. But
Karens are the best.
they're kind of built different. They're kind of white women are tough. They're tough, but they also, huh?
But they're also what?
But they're also like
Sensitive.
Yes, very. You know, will cry at the drop of the hat when they're challenged.
River.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the typical Karens.
That's the
like all bark. Yeah, all bark, no bite, maybe.
A little nibble, they'll bite. They'll call the police.
But here in Elk Grove, like there's white girls that are pretty tough though.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Like the country girls, you know, like they're tough. They're not.
They'll swing on you without calling the cop. Okay.
Yeah, they're not worried about all that other stuff. But I don't know. Anyways,
throw a fit on social media.
Right.
Are you recording me?
Yeah.
Don't record me.
But the thing with the coach, the head coach, he's suing the NFL, which is like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you think he's gonna win? Is that
I don't know, but he's definitely very articulate. I saw him today on All In with Chris Hayes and on MSNBC, and he's very I don't know. He might have the right people behind him, and he had 2 lawyers with him. Like he's lawyered up, and it seems like he has a good team. And well, I'm gonna definitely keep my eye on this space to see where it goes. Like I hope he gets some kind of, and he's making so much sense because he doesn't want to just, you know, create policies that aren't going to have any action or any change behavior behind them. Like he wants real things to be done, like hire Black people as coordinators and offensive coordinators.
The only way you can do that is like if you knock some sense into the overseers and or they get replaced. But other than that, like they're not gonna. It's not gonna happen because they
exactly.
It's too much money, and it's kind of like futile. Like if he's doing this just to make a statement, that's cool and everything. But you know, all that money you wasting. You know, I mean, what? Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, nobody's gonna white supremacy is not gonna allow things to just happen casually.
They make too much money. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to, you know, put money in that art so they can go to Mars.
Yeah,
you know
but what can happen is, you know, a lot of these GMs are pretty old. So people with money that are people of color can maybe either outright purchase or come together collectively and buy NFL teams, you know, as some of these general managers pass away. But I don't know. It's gonna be it'll be a long journey. We saw what happened with Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, nobody's gonna stick with you when they're making money the way they're making, and they never made that much money before. Like nobody, maybe out of their mind.
But the thing that's kind of different with this story is that one head coach that's pretty famous, Bill Belichick, he confirmed that you know, he had like dude has texts and everything. Like this is being exposed right now. So you know, and what we just talked about, white folks do not like to look bad or be portrayed as racist when they are. So they're gonna do
Yeah.
so they're gonna do what they can to, maybe,
Rectify the situation.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Only because they got caught, not because it's something they want to do,
Right.
So I don't know. That was kind of the bad things
See,
that,
the white man helping the black man against the white man, right?
as far as the lawyers. Oh yeah, well, yeah, like,
Well,
and
Bill
that's what we
Belichick is
need.
white, right?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what we need. Like, to get any progress in America, we need to all come together and work together. It's not gonna, Black people aren't gonna be able to do this by ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, you need,
Need allies.
white allies, everybody. And it's not like, I hate that I'm already kind of making this a black and white thing, but there's a lot of people that are Latin, there's people that are Asian that are also going through a lot of discrimination.
Right, but it's Black History Month and we're talking about Black history.
Yeah, and but it's always black and white in America. Everything is black and white.
That's because we're biased because we are Black and that's what we've experienced. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't experience any other culture because we haven't experienced that culture against, we are not in that culture experienced racism. We're two light-skinned Negroes who are mixed and we experienced the Black version of racism.
Yeah,
So
because
we're
when
going to
they
have
see,
that bias.
yeah, when they see you or me, white people, they see a person of color. They don't care that I'm light skinned. I mean, I have never had that light skin privilege or whatever people talk about, but
I have, but it's mostly been with women. Check, please.
You're stupid. But I mean, maybe we, like, white people, they don't see that they have white privilege. Maybe I don't see that I have light skin privilege.
Oh, when you say they got white privilege, some of them go nuts. They go.
Yeah.
It's like calling us the N-word or something. Like, they go bananas. I don't have white privilege. I had to struggle. I did this and that. It's like they don't get it.
Yeah, they don't get it. And so maybe,
but I get why they don't get it. But
right,
because
right.
they think it's like because we have struggles or whatever, they've had struggles too. But they haven't had the.
But it's different though.
Right.
They haven't been discriminated against to get a loan, or they haven't had somebody follow them around in a store, or clutch onto their purse when you walk by them, or lock the door. You know what I mean? They haven't had to experience that.
I've had all that done to me.
Right. They haven't got pulled over because they're in a fly car.
I'm a small, cute boy.
Right. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's kind of weird. But
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I got an argument with the guy on IG one time about white privilege. He's like, I don't have white privilege. I was like, you do, but I would try to explain it to you, but I think you're too angry to even read my response. And we went back and forth like a little bit, and that kind of just deaded it. And he's like, he said his last word was, "You're wrong," and I was like, okay.
Well, yeah,
like,
people
what else can I say?
Yeah, it's like he's just angry, but
beat
you
a
can't
dead
help
horse
that.
with a stick.
Yeah, exactly. Some people aren't gonna listen,
but some white people will struggle. Some grew up with a single parent. Some people,
absolutely,
drugs with, like, they have the same things that we go through. Everybody does.
Yeah,
everybody
absolutely.
has that chance. So but we're talking about when you get, when you're DWB, driving while black, or can't get a job because your hair is a fro, and they think that's crazy. It's like,
or you're or you're in school, or if you go to certain restaurants and you're like the only black person in class or the only black person in that space, like, it kind of sucks. It's just
I never had that.
They treat you
kids in my class.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about in college. Like, because I took a lot of I was in computer science and stuff, so it wasn't many black people in like calculus too. And
I never experienced any racism in class. Not that I recollect. Nothing crazy.
I remember one group project, like I was in a group with all like white girls, and they were kind of mean from what I remember. But it wasn't I don't know. People don't really think Black people are intelligent, or they don't. I don't know. I'm not. It was always just kind of weird. So that's what I'm saying. White people have never had to be in those spaces where they're like the token white person.
I mean,
Unless you come to the
I was going to say
to the function or something. But
well, no, if you go to an all Black school and you're like the only white dude, like Howard Stern, like
really, that was his situation.
Yeah, he went to all Black high school.
No wonder he's so cool. Or just cultured, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's what it is. It's like cultured.
Sure, but he's still like whitey white though. I mean, he's still wicked white. Like,
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think that's dope when white people stay white and be also have understand. They don't be like, what's that one boy, the Malibu kid, that Malibu gangster? What was that movie?
Malibu. Oh,
or like Ren and Sten, or you know what I mean? But I mean, some white folks are like that because they are a product of their environment and they did grow up in those.
Yeah, because Black people embrace anybody who live around the way, you know what I'm saying? And then all you gotta do is put cornrows in the white boy hair and he down. That's it. Yeah. Talk with the little jargon.
Yeah, but I think it's when white folks who try to like appropriate culture or try to act like something they're not, then that's when it's like, just be white, just be you are. It's nothing wrong.
If you're a high school kid and all you listen to was hip hop, like your swagger is gonna be a little bit more hip. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a little more tang in there.
But that's just like watching a movie, like watching what are those Marvel shows? Does that mean just because I watch the Marvel shows, I'm a superhero?
That's not the same. That's not the same. It's not the same. Me, I can't go to the bus stop like with headphones on, listening to just the MCU. Like I'm listening to music. Music is different than in the movie.
No, music is definitely influential. I guess I was kind of going to the extreme end with that one, but
the lyrics, the beats, like the content. You know what I'm saying? It's like people love it.
It gets in your psyche. Yeah, I guess it gets in your psyche. Like if you think of being in Elk Grove, like I remember there would be Black girls who would just like listen to alternative music or like country music. And they would, they was definitely that like a white girl, I guess. An Oreo.
Maybe that can save our civilization. Instead of us acting niggerish, we need to listen to like some more like jazz, blues, country music, rock music.
Well, I think, music definitely.
Instead of listening to damn trap shit.
Yeah,
gangster shit, because that's like pulling us down. That's making us, you know what I mean? Like imagine just walking to the bus stop, listening to Bobby Blue Bland. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it would elevate your mind.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or listening to Radiohead or something. Like,
yeah, because honestly, I'm at a point at this age, I can't listen to that trap stuff. I can't. I know, but I did. And
I know. I told you not to.
I know, but now, like when I actually listen to what they're saying about drugs, about sex, about killing other Black people, like I just can't get behind that anymore. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even listen to NWA or E40 that much, even though I'm still fans of, and that's my genre. But I don't listen to like Mac Mall and JT. I don't listen.
But I feel like that kind of music, it was more about like hustling and like grinding and just like being a go-getter. Like a lot of
I do enjoy the E40 song where he's like running from the cops. That's Rossi. Top of line one, Carlos Rossi.
Right. Like I don't know, a lot of that. I will never stop listening to that stuff.
No, I'm not saying I'm not stop. I'm just saying I've like decreased the amount that I listen to.
Yeah. No,
now I'm listening to more like, personally for me, I'm listening to more vaporwave and punk music, like finding new punk music.
Yeah, no, I love punk music. And that's the thing about Black people. You always say this. I got this word from you. We're not a monolith. And like, Black folks we love all kinds of music.
Yeah, and we also dabble in it. It's not just in Living Color or Lenny Kravitz. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of
Yeah,
bands
like
that I can't name right now because there's too many and I forget. But like,
yeah, like just go to Afropunk. Afropunk will show you a whole world of good
or
punk music.
SoundCloud, type in. I guess you could type in Afro punk or black rock
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. Like it'll
But
all
definitely Afro
uh,
punk. They got everybody on there. So
yeah.
if
And then even
we're not the only ones, find us.
right, yeah. And that's the thing. A lot of people probably don't even know, but
Well,
even
Afropunk
just
Afropunk used to be have a website because Afropunk had a documentary, and they had a website where like black people like-minded, which is we all like rock and punk, came together in that thread. But I don't know if they maintained it. I don't think they did because now it's like Afropunk festivals and
mm-hmm,
I heard it's turned kind of gay now or
mm-hmm,
something. But it used to be just all about the music. Oh, my
yeah.
favorite bands real quick is Death and Pure Hell.
Hmm. Well, Death, yeah, that was the first. I remember in Lamert Park, they had a showing on a projector outside of
The documentary.
the Death documentary. And I was like, oh my gosh, they were the first rock band. Like, that's crazy.
And they always turn to reggae after that, like Bad Brains. They'll
Mm,
do punk first and they'll go into like dancehall or reggae music,
hmm.
which is kind of funny.
Yeah, like, no, so I don't know. It's just, but music, okay,
It's
music
very
does,
influential.
yeah, it's very
Very.
influential. It does make people be a certain way,
Yes.
but when you're tested, like say that kid that is in a certain environment and starts saying nigga, 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 or whatever, like, nah, you can't do that. You
Right, but
just
black people they're not telling them to stop though.
some people,
That's my problem.
right. But now I hear you, but some
Because they
people
don't
are.
because those black people don't have uh self love. You know what I'm saying? They don't have they're not pro black. They don't have love within themselves to know that word is pain. You know what I'm saying? It's not a form of a term of endearment. I don't care how many people say that. It doesn't mean King Ningus in Africa. That's bullshit. There's only one King Ningus. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that. It came the way when we say it, we got it from the white man who was calling us that in a derogatory, demeaning manner. That's why we said it to each other, because we hate each other. It's don't you flipping it and saying it all the time. It's not. That doesn't mean anything.
You guys, he's on a rant right now. I'm just gonna let him go.
I hate
I'm
that.
trying to reel him in. I'm not even trying
it.
to reel him in because he feels very passionate about this, and it's real though. It's very real. A lot of people are giving passes for that,
Yeah,
But
like all the time.
yeah, but I just think
There's no pride. I was looking for the word pride. There's no pride in themselves. So when they have like, oh, this is my friend George. He's a white dude. Blah blah blah. He likes I don't know, whatever chop, T.I. or whatever, right? Cool. And then he says then where you don't check him because that's your friend. He's not saying it in a derogatory manner. He's just reciting lyrics and blah blah blah. He might call you that, whatever, right? But it's not coming from a bad place. But that doesn't mean anything. It's the essence of that word. It's the history behind that word.
right.
And
And
you're
you
letting
guys,
him get away with it just because he's your friend. That's bullshit. Fuck
yeah,
you.
go check out our podcast, Looking Inward. I can't remember what episode that was, but we cover all of this if you want to get into this conversation. But yeah, so moving on. One good thing about Black History Month,
What's that? Besides the
the
Rihanna pregnancy.
right. This is people probably won't think this is any better, but the Supreme Court Justice, one of the guys that's on the Supreme Court, he's retiring.
Mm-hmm.
So Biden gets to appoint a new Supreme Court Justice, which is the highest court in all of the land of America. And he has, what's the word I'm looking for? Vowed, I guess, to appoint a Black woman to the
Ted
to the
Cruz don't
seat.
like that idea. He don't like that at all.
Man, the white folks went crazy.
He's saying why don't you just base it on equality and if like having an interview, and if a Black woman is qualified, then yes, she gets it. But if you're saying like all these white people they're not worthy of it or whatever, that's not
the point, bro.
the point, Ted.
Yeah, and somebody
Can we
made
get a win, Ted?
right.
We're not
Somebody
just gonna put anybody in there, Ted.
right, and there's like 5 or 6 women that are like supremely qualified. And the thing that's crazy, this will be the first Black woman to ever sit on the court, and it's not the first woman, but it's the first Black woman.
Yeah.
And all the years, think of all the decades and
Yeah.
years of Supreme Court justices, and there's never been a Black woman. Like we've had a Latin woman, and there's a couple white women, and then there's a Black man, and there was Thurgood Marshall. There was a few Black men that have been appointed, but you know what I'm saying? So what is he talking about? Equality? Like it's always been white. It's always been white folks mostly.
Do you think all those people on there got there because they had a fair interview process, or do you think they got there because of the
Trump? Because Trump appointed unqualified people?
No. Well, not just one.
He did though.
Just that white lady, right?
No, he also nominated that guy Brett Kavanaugh, who basically had the whole confirmation hearing was on TV, who allegedly, well, I can't remember how it ended up, but he basically like assaulted a girl in college or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
allegedly.
Yeah. But he got appointed to the courts. And then the white lady, I can't remember her name, but she got appointed to the court.
It's true. And she didn't even have like a
like she's not qualified at all.
He picked her out of a crowd.
Basically, because she's
that
very
girl right there with the hair. I like the hair. It was nice.
Yeah, but exactly. She was not qualified. So now all of a sudden they want to talk about qualifications because it's Black women he's about to appoint. Look, these Black women are overly qualified. Overly.
Ted doesn't know that he said a racist statement. He's one of those non-Black people who doesn't know what he's saying.
But I feel like they do though. I feel like him.
I don't think so.
Dude, well, I don't know. Yeah.
Look at when he was getting interviewed when he said that statement. Look at he is bewildered. He is so oblivious to what's going on because he's up here in his bubble. He is an idiot.
Well, all I know is when his city was freezing and people were dying in their homes from cold, he knew better to go to Cancun. He's so he knows. I feel like he ain't that stupid. He knows what he's doing.
No, this was self-preservation, Stacey. That's what that was. He just got caught.
He was out.
He just got caught.
He was out while people were turning into popsicles. Like people
caught.
died.
But what happened when he got caught though?
He came home.
He came back.
He rushed on back. But anyways, you guys, like it's there's good and bad. Like I feel like Black History Month, we're only 2 days in and all this has happened already.
Yeah. Are we ending it?
Huh?
Are we closing?
Oh,
do you have one more?
No, that was it. That was all.
I have one real quick that triggered me that I just want to bring up. I want to say rest in peace to Miss USA Chesla Christ, who committed suicide that in Black History Month, and it triggered me
her
because
name?
Chesla Christ.
Yeah.
It triggered me because I lost 2 friends that same way. They didn't fall off a building, but they committed suicide. And I just want to say mental health, especially for Black people. I'm talking to Black people because we are Black and I am talking to them right now. And then I'll say the other people later. We need to stop the stigma of saying that we don't do that. We do whatever we want, and we definitely need mental health, and we have it. If you want a black psychiatrist, they're there. We are everywhere. We do everything. Latin people, Asian people, everybody take care of yourselves and your mental health, because that is very, very important. I don't want anybody being successful and then drowning themselves for some freaking reason when you're on top of the world.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Your families are, you're killing your families.
Your family's gonna miss you.
It's crazy. Terrible. I'll say this real on a personal level. I tried in my 30s, and I would have missed all this stuff. All this stuff, man, if I was successful. And we wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't have made it to LA. I would have been, I don't know, in the ether wondering, will I ever make it? No, I made it, assholes. You know what I'm saying? Right. So cut it out. Like, get your team, get a supportive team. Trust me, I've been in group therapy, and you are not alone. And when you are in a group therapy session, like, you hear people saying the same things that you're going through, and you won't feel so alone. Like, get help, man. God, stop this shit. Ridiculous.
Yeah, like when you were telling me the story about her, I'm like blown away, because she looked like her life was perfect in every way, every single way. So I really want to explore. I'm going to stay focused on that space as well, because I don't know. I feel like maybe she was murdered, because her life was popping. And
also check on your people who look like they got it together, because they might not got it together. People thought she had it together.
Yeah,
she did not have it together.
Like, she had it, man. She, to me, from an outsider looking in, she had it together. She was beautiful. She had a career. What was she? Miss Teen or Miss what?
Miss USA.
She was Miss USA.
Yep.
I mean, stylish. She was working.
Fit. She's a lawyer.
Yeah. Educated. So I don't know, but I don't know. I feel like it could have been if it's not a loving romantic relationship that broke her heart, or if she's having trouble with her family, or maybe she's just had the demons. Demons is talking louder than her angels.
Yeah, I went down. Yeah, and she was definitely into God first on her IG.
Right. That's the crazy part.
I went down a rabbit hole for the past 2 days because, like I said, it triggered me, and there was no signs. You know, but you also, that's the thing though. What she presented, you think everything is okay. Nobody went deeper inside though, and that's what the cops are doing. The detectives and cops are doing now. Hopefully, you know what I mean? Because you're thinking nothing's going on. She's vivacious. She's happy, go lucky. She's living in New York.
She's like an influencer or whatever on social media.
She's Miss USA. It's like everybody loves her, but we don't see what's behind the curtain.
We don't see what's in that head.
Because she didn't. There isn't any footage of her like down. You know what I mean? Even in her YouTube channels, like, she all smiles, talking about God, mental health. She's talking about mental health. Like, you don't see anything.
He said she was a mental health advocate.
Yes.
Whew, that's wild.
So it's like, check on your strong ones too, man.
Please do. Please do, because this world.
This is how we start Black History Month.
Yeah, 2 days. 2 days in.
2 days in. We're putting a historical stamp on it. 2022.
Oh, that is kind of crazy. It's 2/2/22.
It's 2/2/22.
Wow.
There are 2/22s in my shoes.
And so that's I don't know. Evils. I did look up that because some people were posting about it and they're like, oh, manifest. This is a time to manifest and blah, blah, blah. You know,
Manifest
people,
destiny.
but yeah, like, you know, when all these different, you know, I can't remember what they call them, but the dates when they line up like this, like people think it's, or, you know, they believe it to be powerful and numerology type stuff. And I'm not saying that I don't believe in it, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a good time to new beginnings, manifest. I don't know, but we need something new energy starting today because the second day of Black History Month is stressful. I guess that's my point.
Just watch the dodo. You know, watch Pitbull Heaven or something like, or Rottweiler Heaven on IG, and you'll get your happy place back. Watch the happy dogs.
Right? That sounds peaceful. It sounds peaceful.
Watch the kitty cats, or you know, let's do some ASMR.
Yeah. Sounds good.
That's what I do.
Okay. Well, we'll talk to you guys later.
Also,
So,
watch
yeah.
the Book of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian.
I think I saw the Mandalorian. Okay.
Book of Boba Fett.
222. 222. 222.
Oh, hold him up.